Hello, my name is B. Scott Gorelnik, and I am president of B&G Rehab, manufacturer of the Daytona Lumbar Pneumatic Orthosis. I am a certified prosthetist orthotist, and I began my career at the VA Prosthetic Center in New York, where I was a technical assistant to the director, Mr. Anthony Staros. I held that position for 9 years, and then I moved down to Daytona Beach to begin my own orthotic prosthetic facility, American Orthotech, which I had for 25 years. During that time span, we had a very large spinal practice, and I was fortunate enough that I was able to see just about every commercially available prefabricated lumbar thoracic brace. Although there's a plethora of very, very fine braces out there, I always knew that there could be some improvement into it. And this idea of the Daytona lumbar orthosis came to me while I was driving an automobile, and I had a lumbar car seat. And when I pushed the button, I found that the actual seat expanded and gave some pressure down into the lower lumbar area, and that's how the whole concept of the Daytona lumbar orthosis came about. Most of the braces, again, feel very good and give great support, but they lack the total contact in the lumbar lordotic curve. And what I mean by that is this area right in over here. And although the braces that are available fit very well around the patient, there is that gap, and that's what we were able to achieve with the Daytona lumbar orthosis. We have two models. We have a model that has elastic cinching straps, which we will demonstrate later on in the fitting technique, and the straps itself come out, and once the brace is applied, the elastic straps attach and give support to the patient. Our other model is a single pulley system. The single pulley system is exactly that. You apply the brace, and then once you have the brace on, you pull the pulley system and it tightens up. The other features of the brace are the posterior section, which I will start with. We added some struts into the posterior section to give some better support. Even though the brace is flexible, once the brace is applied to the patient, it feels very secure. There are two sizes, a wider one and a thinner one, and that depends upon the model of the patient, the circumference, and that's how we can get to choose it. Also included are two rigid anterior front pieces, and these are quite rigid. One is a larger one to match this one, and the other one is a smaller one. You also notice that we have the pre-drilled holes in the anterior plate, and the reason for that is we'll be able to attach a thoracic extension, which I will show you as well. We also have the capability of putting embroidery on the front panel, and this could be for any company, embroidery name or logo, and this is very easy. Opening up the Velcro straps, and the plate is already in here. The other feature about the brace is on the inside of each brace, there is an area of a pocket, and inside the pocket there are selected plastic pieces which are going to go inside the pocket. The reason why we did that is because we wanted to get full circumference support for the patient, and in addition to that, we were able to get a PDAC letter for reimbursement with an L code of 0637. Now, to get to the brace, on the inside of our liner, which is removed, we have a pocket. And the pocket itself is where our pneumatic bladder is housed. The bladder stays in place, and on the outside it runs to a tube. The tube itself has a little connector to it, and we have a little squeeze bulb. The bulb itself has a little dial to it. When you put the dial in a clockwise position, that will put air into the bladder. When you want to dispense the air, you just bring it to the counterclockwise position. And I'll demonstrate and show you how this works. You want to take it, and you don't have to jam the squeeze bulb into it very hard. It's silicone. You just place it in like so. And you will be able to see when I start to pump up the squeeze bulb, the bladder itself is going to start to expand. And you're going to reach a certain point on this where the patient is going to feel that total contact in that lumbar, that lower lumbar area. Once that is done, the patient has the option of two things. The patient can either remove the bulb very easily and keep the tubes like such, or if they feel they may lose the squeeze bulb, we have Velcro on the back of it as well, so that can just stay in place, and this would also attach to the brace itself. The other feature that we have with this is a gel ice pack, and this is something, however, we do supply this with each brace, but each patient is going to ask their physician on whether or not this would be applicable for them. Some physicians may not want ice in the area, but if they say that they do, you put this in a freezer, and then when you wake up next morning or another morning and you've got this chronic back pain, you just merely lift the pocket out, place your gel pack into it, and then this closes with our Velcro, and then you will see this starting to expand, and you'll get just instant relief from it. So these are the features of the brace itself. I will now be demonstrating the actual fitting techniques of both braces.